Peter Pan and Wendy. Once upon a time, there were 3 children, Wendy, John, and Michael Darling by name. They liked bedtime because every night in the nursery, Wendy told them stories about Peter Pan. Peter is a little boy who decided to never grow up. He lives in a faraway land called Neverland, full of adventure and fun. The children loved to hear stories about him, and Peter Pan himself, with the fairy Tinkerbell, would come down and sit on the nursery windowsill and hear the stories. One night, Peter asked the children to come with him to the Neverland. Wendy was delighted, and Peter taught them how to fly, and it was as easy as 1, 2, 3. All it took was a wish and pinch of pixie dust and a little practice too. Then out of the nursery window they flew, and away to the Neverland. The Neverland was a wonderful place, an island in a nameless sea. There were fairies living in the treetops. There were mermaids in a lagoon. There were real red Indians in a village on a cliff. And there were woods full of wild animals. Best of all, there was a ship full of pirates, wicked ones, and especially a wicked leader, Captain Hook. Wendy, John, and Michael knew at first sight that they would love the Neverland as they did. They liked Peter's wonderful underground house with lots of hidden doorways and a great big hollow tree. There they met the Lost Boys who shared Peter's home, and the boys were delighted that Wendy came to tell bedtime stories to them. But they did not spend much time in the underground house. There were too many exciting things to do. Sometimes they played at war with the Red Indians, who were really their very good friends. Sometimes they had trouble with the wicked pirates who were their enemies. One day the pirates stole away Princess Tiger Lily of the Indian tribe. The Indian chief, her father, was all upset, but Peter Pan rescued Tiger Lily and brought her safely home again. That made Captain Hook, the leader of the pirates, madder at Peter Pan than he'd ever been. "I'll catch that Pan if it's the last thing I do," he vowed, and he laid a wicked plan. He kidnapped Wendy, John, and Michael and all the Lost Boys while Peter was away, and he took them to his pirate ship. "Now, my fine fellows," said Captain Hook, when he had the boys and Wendy on his ship, "which will it be? Will you all turn pirates, or do you want to walk the plank and fall kersplash into the sea?" "I guess we'll all turn pirates," said the boys, but Wendy would have none of that. "I think you should be ashamed of yourselves," she said. "Peter Pan will rescue us." And she was right, for at the last minute, Peter Pan arrived. He appeared, and he beat Captain Hook in a good fair fight, and he freed everyone of his friends. They scared those bad pirates into jumping overboard and rowed into their boat. "Hurrah!" cried Pan. "Now the pirate ship is ours. Where shall we sail to?" cried the boys. "It's time we went home," Wendy said. The end.